Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel where we bring you news on Nigerians living in foreign land and other immigration matters. Okay, so if this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe and share the videos. We're going to be talking about two things here. First of all, we're going to be looking at a Nigerian citizen who has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for internet fraud, what about 20 million US dollars, and a restitution to victims. We're going to be looking at that, which you can see here, and also a Nigerian who was killed in South Africa, but seems that the guy is not getting any justice from the killers. That's what we are seeing here. Maybe, I don't know, we're going to be looking at them to find out what happened. So let's quickly dive into it. No time. Now, the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Alabama has sentenced Babatunde Ayeni to 10 years imprisonment and ordered him to pay approximately 20 million US dollars to victims of his scam. Court filings obtained by People's Gazette have showed, they say he should pay 20 million US dollars to his victims. That means that he has to vomit the money which he has, extorted from these unsuspecting victims of his. Now, Mr. Ayeni, an internet fraudster, pleaded guilty, to the fraud charges, leading the judge to hand him a 120-month sentence. Okay? Although Mr. Ayeni had stopped scamming people since April 2019. You see what I've always told you people, that it could be something that you have stopped doing. You may have repented. You may have changed your ways. You may be somebody who is living a new life. I've always said it here times without number, that anytime these Oyibo people find out that you committed an offense, even in the past, and in your current state, you are the biggest pastor that is doing the biggest miracle, it doesn't change anything. You are going to pay for it. There's nothing like, you're a new beginner, you're a new person, all things have passed away. Abroad, in the West, nothing passes away. If you have committed crime, you will pay for it, no matter when or whenever they find out or where, you will pay for it. That is how they do. So because this guy may have, kind of repented, and he's living a good life now, people will tell you that, it is the money you stole from there that you are using to live your life, so you must repay it back. That's what they have told him now. Now, they say that he has stopped scamming since April 2019. U.S. Judge Terry Mura on October 31st ordered him to pay 20 million US dollars in restitution to all the individuals and entities he defrauded. The court waived the interest required on the restitution for Mr. Ayeni, having determined that he lacked the ability to pay. Mr. Ayeni was asked to pay the restitution alongside co-conspirators Feyisayo Oyindola, Ogin Sanwo, and Yusuf Olasunkami Lasisi. These are the people that have been asked to pay back this money to the victims. The U.S. Immigration Authority will determine whether Mr. Ayeni will be deported immediately after serving his sentence, or if he will be allowed to stay in America under 3 years of supervised release with stringent rules. Mr. Ayeni's prosecution for fraud on foreign soil adds to a long list of Nigerians who have been jailed by various U.S. courts, including Bola Bobo Chicago, Ray Hushpuppi, Mr. Woodbury, and so on. So there are a lot of popular Nigerians who have been jailed in the United States of America because of this fraud that they are always doing. A lot of people in recent times have brought you news upon news upon news of our people who have been jailed in the US. Most of them extradited from different countries to the US to come and face justice for the scam and the fraud they have committed against US citizens. Very sad and unfortunate. Among the list of Nigerian fraudsters convicted in the US was also Abidemi Rufai, an ally of Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, but was released last month. So I don't know whether he's going back to the government or they are going to give him an exit from the government in Ogun State, Nigeria. So that is that for this very guy. He's going to prison for 10 years. 10 years. You can imagine out of your life, 10 years is taken out for you to just go and be in one particular room for how many? Oh God, 10 years. That's not life, you know. So if you like, you keep your hands clean, or maybe. But I think this this fraud has more long-term jail than those who are doing drugs. Okay, those who are doing drugs, some of them get shorter sentencing than fraud. I don't know, whichever. All of them are crimes. Crime is crime. But all the same, let's move away from there and look at this very guy who has been killed in South Africa unjustly by some people who doesn't maybe like Nigerians. You remember that in South Africa, sometimes they say Nigerians must go, leave their country because of issues of crime sometimes. Okay, so this kind of how will I put it? This kind of scenario has created hatred in the hearts of people. You know, like if there are a particular people who commit certain crime, you know, when you find this A is the same people, you find B is the same people, you find C is the same people, then that group of people, that, you know, people may be tagged as this, even though not everybody does that. That is how it works. So when things happen, the authorities may not likely look into it. You may not likely get justice because of the bad impression and bad name that you have created in that very zone. Let's quickly take a look at it. Now, they say that Nigerian community in South Africa expresses disappointment as court grants bail to suspected killers of 37-year-old Nigerian national. That's what we're going to be looking at. May his soul rest in peace. Very, very sad indeed. Now, before we proceed, guys, please, I want to use this opportunity to introduce to you TapTapSend. It's an app that you can use to send money down to Nigeria in case you are living abroad. Now, the good thing about this app is that if you are using it to send money, they are going to give you bonuses upon bonuses. Now, those who are living in the United Kingdom, they are giving you £15 on top of the money that you are sending. So if you are sending £100, they are going to become £115. Then those in Europe using euro, okay, Italy, Germany, France, and all the rest of them, they are giving you 15 euros on top of the money that you are sending, just like the UK. Those in Canada and United States of America, they are giving you $30 on top of the money that you are sending. That is for the Christmas bonus, and those in Dubai are not also left out. Now, this promo is available if you use my promo code, which you can see on the screen there, and this app is also available Play Store and Google App Store. Okay, iPhone and Android, the app is there. On your first transaction is completely free. They are not going to charge you. All right, so thank you for using that. Okay, so I expect you to use my promo code to also get that very benefit and also support us. Now, the Nigerian Citizens Association in South Africa, NICASA, has expressed disappointment over the decision of a South African court to grant bail to South Africans arrested in connection with the killing of a 37-year-old Nigerian man identified as Julius Chukwunta. The President General of NICASA, Frank Onyekulu, on Sunday told Sarah reporters that despite their objection to the court's decision on the ground that the four suspects are a flight risk and might run away, the court ignored their objection and granted 3 of the suspects bail, while it asked the 4th suspect to officially apply for bail. Onyekulu told Sarah reporters that on Saturday, December 7th, while returning to his residence in Protea Estate, Midrand. Some men blocked the driveway. He approached them requesting to be allowed access to pass through, but he was met with strong resistance, Onyekulu said. He then left the guys and started approaching the security office in the complex to assist him in addressing the situation. It was at this instance that 4 guys pounced on him, attacked him, and left him bleeding with a heavy injury on the skull. That is, they gave him a very big cut on the skull. Onyekulu said that Chukwunta's partner, who was left sitting in the car, hurried towards the security office only to find him bleeding on the ground. She called for help from the complex resident and the security office, but none could offer any assistance to help Mr. Julius or to call the police or ambulance. She ended up calling her father after an hour of struggling without getting any help. Her father and other members of her family came and took him to the nearest hospital, Tembisa General Hospital, where he was placed on oxygen life support due to excessive loss of blood and severe injury on the head. On Tuesday, 10th December 2024, Mr. Julius Friday Chukwunta, 37 years old Nigerian, succumbs to his injuries and died at Tembisa General Hospital. He hails from Aneri, Enugu State, Nigeria. He said that following Chukwunta's death, a case of murder was opened by his partner with case number 262/12/2024 at Midrand Police Station, and the investigation team worked on the case, leading to the arrest of the 4 male suspects aged 20, 24, 27, and 28. He said their first appearance in court was on Friday, 13th December 2024, where they were charged with murder at the Alexandra Magistrate Court. The case was postponed to Wednesday, 18th December 2024. Nikasa National Executives visited the residence of late Mr. Julius Chukwunta in Midrand on Sunday, 15th December 2024, where they met with the partner, her elder sister, and the mother. A condolence message was conveyed to the family. We received from the family first-hand information on what transpired on that very fateful day. As narrated above, Nikasa leadership assured. But as it is now, I'm not sure whether this guy is going to get justice from the South African court. So that is to show you what Nigerians are passing through in some countries of Africa, especially South Africa. We also remember about the xenophobic attacks that Nigerians have encountered in South Africa some time ago. I don't know whether it was 2019 or thereabout. Nigerians suffered, a lot of Nigerians were also killed in South Africa. That is very, very sad indeed that Africans does not even love themselves. So when you don't love yourselves, how do you now rate outsiders, rate Europeans, Americans, and all the rest of them not liking you, when at home you don't even like yourselves? So it becomes a very big problem there, because you have to, they say that charity begins at home. So the charity must start from home before we can accuse others. You know, that kind of a thing. Even though I'm not supporting anybody hating on another person, but this is the issue here. Now, according to the information we have here, the leadership of Nikasa assured them of full commitment over the matter and promised to bring it to the attention of the Consulate and High Commission. Now, is the Nigerian High Commission doing anything? That's a question for another day, because in most cases, we have always found out that Nigerian embassies does not really care about their citizens and what happens to them. Onyekulu told Sahara reporters that on December 18, Nikasa National Executives were at Alexandra to observe the court proceedings as the 4 accused persons came to apply for bail. He said 3 out of the 4 accused were given a bail of 10,000 rand each, while the 4th person was asked to formally apply for bail. This is a strong indication that the accused persons could be a flight risk should they be granted bail through this concern, couldn't stop the bail being granted because of their concern. Nobody listened to them. The court just did what they wanted to do because those are South Africans and probably they don't like Nigerians. That's why the court had to do all that. They don't send, since your own country embassy can't even speak up for you. So anything can happen to you and nobody will, intervene. The case was postponed to 3rd February 2025. There was great disappointment on the faces of many Nigerians that came to court, including the partner and her family, as we began to see justice slip out of our hands. The NECASA president assured them that Nigerian community will not sleep over this matter, but must bring it to the attention of our mission and consulate for further engagement and support. Justice for late Mr. Julius Friday Chukwunta will be consolation for his family and assurance to Nigerians that their lives matters. But in this case now, I'm not sure whether justice will be served over this case. That is my own opinion. Because since you know what is murder, killing of somebody is a very big offense and crime. And you don't just grant bail to people who have committed this kind of grave crime. You don't just grant bail, but in this case, they have received bail because the victim's government does not care. They will not react, because they don't care about the citizens. That's why this thing can happen and people who did it can walk free. So let me know your opinion in the comment section. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Please share this video and also let it be a lesson to others, because there are things that people can learn from in this very video. Thank you and see you.